You're sitting at a little warung in Ubud, a plastic stool, a cold bintang, a plate of nasi goreng that cost you about $1.50. And it occurs to you that you haven't checked your bank account in 3 days because you don't need to. That feeling, that's what people are actually asking about when they ask whether Indonesia could give them a better quality of life. It's not just about cheap food, though the food is cheap. It's about whether you can live, actually live, not just survive, without the low-grade financial dread that follows most Americans around like a second shadow. For a lot of people who've made the move, the answer is genuinely yes, with some caveats worth knowing. Start with the numbers, because that's where the daydream either survives or doesn't. In Bali, Canggu if you want the digital nomad scene, Ubud if you want something quieter. A single person living comfortably can do it for somewhere between $1,000 and $1,800 a month. That's not roughing it. That's a decent place. A scooter for about $50 a month, eating out most nights, the occasional mid-range restaurant. Internet runs you about $21 a month. Utilities for a proper apartment, around $84. A cappuccino is $2.50. Jakarta is similar, maybe a little less if you're disciplined, a little more if you're not. A family of 4 in Bali, without international school costs, you're probably looking at $2,500 to $4,000 a month depending on how you live. Money that would get you a pretty modest life in most American cities. The pace is the thing people don't expect. Locals describe it as chill, and that's not a marketing word. It's accurate. People are curious about you, warm, patient. There's a man who's been living in West Jakarta for 15 years, American, married locally, and he'll tell you the place got its hooks in him slowly, through the food, the people, the gradual accumulation of small daily moments that started to feel like home. That's not a sales pitch, that's just what 15 years does when you're in the right place. Now here's the part that doesn't make the brochure. Indonesia scores low on infrastructure and healthcare quality in expat surveys. Traffic in Jakarta is not a problem, it's a condition. Smog, noise, the general organized chaos of a mega city. You either adapt or you don't. Medical care in Bali and Jakarta is available, but if something serious goes wrong, you're thinking about flying to Singapore. Budget for health insurance, somewhere between $60 and $180 a month depending on coverage, not optional. Bureaucracy is real. Getting a work permit is complicated and expensive. Finding a local job without connections is hard, and without the language, it's harder still. One expat in Jakarta went through multiple rounds of rejections before realizing that not speaking Indonesian was probably as much of the problem as anything else. When you can walk into a room and conduct yourself in Bahasa Indonesia, even imperfectly, something shifts. You go from being a tourist who stayed too long to being someone people take seriously. The warung price and the foreigner price start to converge. Conversations go somewhere. That's not a small thing. Language is the difference between living in Indonesia and living next to it. The honest summary, if you're coming with a Western income or solid savings, and you have some patience for heat and chaos and the occasional bureaucratic absurdity, Indonesia can give you a life that costs less, moves slower, and feels more human than what most of us left behind. Not perfect, not frictionless, but real and warm, and genuinely good in ways that are hard to explain until you've sat on that plastic stool. If this has its hooks in you, the video on your screen right now is the one I'd watch next.